Well, happy Friday, everybody. Another week is gone, and we're back for our shout-outs and groaners of the week. The groaner this week is courtesy of Hans from Oblix Magnet Fishing. I'll put the link in the description. But he isn't one of the 4 shout-outs this week. He just happens to get a shout-out because he provided the story or groaner of the week. So if you don't like the story, go to Oblix Magnet Fishing and say, Ian's groaner was terrible this week. Thanks a lot, Hans. Alrighty, our shout-outs for the week. Here we go. The first one is 22-ounce adventures. That's 22, the numbers 22, OZ space adventures. The next shout-out is 3 Crazy Bros, which I assume stands for 3 Crazy Brothers. Great video channel. Hope you check them out. So 3 Crazy BROS. Next, Amy, Mrs. Ray Ray the Explorer. I think I shouted out Ray Ray a while back. They live in Kingsport, Tennessee, where I used to live years ago. And they do urbexes and other strange and wonderful phenomena, abandoned buildings, etc. And just a really good channel to check out. So Mrs. Ray Ray the Explorer. And our final one for today, which I quite enjoy, a fellow who does a little bit of everything, but mostly treasure hunting. And of course that explains the name of his channel, which is Finding Treasure in Colorado. Finding Treasure in Colorado. His last few videos he's put out, he's had some really gorgeous footage from using a drone of the Colorado Hill Country. So really encourage you to check out his channel, Finding Treasure in Colorado. All right, the moment you've all been either waiting for or dreading. So if you're dreading it, now's the time to turn this off and go do something else. But if not, here we go. Many years ago, a farmer with quite a lot of land was approached by an exploration company looking for oil and other valuable substances subsurface. And being this farmer owned the mineral rights to his property, he assigned an agreement with them that they could search on his property, drill, and seek oil. The condition was, of course, he would get royalties, and that when they were done, they would clean up their mess and leave the land as they found it. So anyway, they, for several months, drilled and checked different things and didn't seem to be finding anything. And one spot, according to the seismologists and the geologist, was supposed to be very promising and looked like there might be some good oil there. So they set up their drill rig and started drilling away, and the farmer was getting quite excited about the fact he might just end up being a millionaire. So time goes by, and the last the farmer talks to the company, they're almost at 400 feet in drilling and think they're getting close to something. So the farmer's quite excited because, oh, man, they hit oil, man. He's going to be getting royalties. He'll be a oil millionaire, and he's just bouncing off the walls with excitement. Well, the foreman that's in charge of this whole drilling operation realizes that there's nothing there, and they've hit 450 feet, and he decides it's time to quit. But he's so worried about this farmer because the farmer is so excited about the chance of becoming rich off this that he doesn't know how to tell the farmer. So late at night, when the farmer's sleeping, the company packs up all their gear, cleans up all their mess, and heads out. Well, the next morning the farmer gets up and he drives out to the site and realizes that they've gone. He thinks, well, that's not very good. They must not have found anything, which is sad, but yeah, that's life. So he looks around to make sure that they have lived up to their end of the agreement and have cleaned up their mess and taken all their stuff with them and their garbage. And sure enough, everything is great, except he notices they never filled in the hole they drilled. And he keeps looking at this hole, and he looks back towards his house, which is about 200 yards away. And he thinks, might as well make use of this hole. So he moves his outhouse from his current location, which has been there for quite a while and is almost done, and he utilizes this lovely new 450-foot deep hole as his new latrine and places the outhouse over it. Well, a few weeks later, he has invited the entire congregation from his church to come to his farm for the annual September beginning of the year picnic. And so, of course, everybody's there and having a wonderful time. And the pastor's wife asks if she can use the outhouse, and he points down the path and says, yeah, there's out there. And off she goes. Well, quite a while goes by, and the pastor comes up to him and says, have you seen my wife? He says, well, not for a while. Last time I saw her, she asked if she could use the outhouse. Oh. And she hasn't come back? Well, I don't know, said the farmer. I haven't been paying attention. Oh, we better go check on her, says the farmer. So where's the outhouse? The farmer points. And he goes, why is your outhouse so far away from your home? Well, I made use of an existing hole, he says. So they walk out there, and a couple of ladies go with them just so they can check on her without embarrassing her. And they knock on the door of the outhouse, and there's no answer. And so they jiggle it. Well, it's locked from the inside. So, what are we going to do? Well, the farmer says, well, I think I can wiggle it open with my knife. So he gets out his penknife, and he starts working on the latch, and he finally jiggles the latch open. And one of the ladies opens the door crack and peeks in. And there's the pastor's wife lying on the floor, dead. And the farmer thinks, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Must be fumes from the oil or something. And the pastor's wife says, oh, how deep is your hole? And the farmer says, well, last I heard they were just passing 400 feet, so over 400 feet deep. And the pastor goes, oh, well, that explains it then. She always held her breath till she heard the splash. Oh, that's a bad one. Anyway, Hans, thanks for the story. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't groan too bad or give yourself a heart attack or a stroke or something. And remember, never hold your breath in the outhouse. All right, just do your business and get out of there as quick as you can. Until Tuesday, when we'll be doing another baking video. I haven't decided what we're cooking that time, whether we're baking something or doing sweet or savory. I don't know, but it will be sweets or savories for saints and sinners. So join us then. Until then, have a wonderful weekend. Take care, stay safe, and God bless.